Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon.
Please sit down.
Thank you, sir.
Your name, please.
Sir, Manish Bhardwaj.
Okay. Mr. Manish, you will be going to UPSC for the first time?
No, sir, it's my third in personality test.
Third time you will be going.
Yes, sir.
How many marks you scored during the last two?
Sir, in first interview, sir, in personality test, 171 marks, sir,
Okay.
out of 275, and in second, 160 marks.
So did you come to RAU'S earlier?
No, sir.
Okay, great. So let us start. And your interview is on 20th April. That's
Yes, sir.
day after tomorrow.
Yes, sir.
Oh, good. So tell us something about yourself.
Sir, my name is Manish Bhardwaj, sir. I am born and brought up in Jamshedpur, Jharkhand. I did my schooling from Jamshedpur itself, and then onwards I pursued my career in engineering, in electronics and communication branch. And after, sir, completion of my engineering, sir, I was campus placed in Bosch company. I worked there as an associate software engineer for around 1.5 years, sir. And after that, sir, I was selected in Railway Recruitment Board exam, sir. And I was serving in Indian Railways for around 1 year. And after that, sir, I was selected in BPSC exam. And currently for the past 2.5 years, I am serving as a senior deputy collector in Vaishali district of Bihar, sir. And my hobbies include fine arts painting, sir.
Very nice. Electronics, you have done your B.Ed, and geography is your subject.
Yes, sir.
Can you kindly draw the map of India, please?
Yes, sir.
Very nice.
Sir.
But you have forgotten Lakshadweep and Andaman and Nicobar Islands. They are also
Sorry,
part of India. No?
Yes, sir.
Now tell us the main features of the economic geography of India, please.
Sir, some of the some features of India, sir, is the large presence of mineral wealth in India, sir. In the energy aspect, sir, we have deposits of coal in large areas in Chota Nagpur, sir. And apart from that, sir, in the mineral sector, sir, we have an abundance of iron ore as well as the manganese and cobalt. And in the non-mineral, non-metal sector, sir, mica, we have deposits of mica also in India. And they are present across the eastern region as well as in the southern region, sir. And in terms of the trade and transport routes, sir, we have a vast enormous of golden quadrilateral routes which are present. And we have a large trade in terms of the peninsular region in India, sir. Around 90% of our trade goes through the peninsular region, sir. And apart from that, sir, our economy is dominant with the service sector, sir.
But tell me, this
Yes,
you have done BTech electronics.
Yes, sir.
Now I have two telephones at home.
Yes,
One
sir.
is the landline,
Yes, sir.
and the second is this one.
Yes, sir.
When I want to make a call on the landline, and when I pick it up, there is a dial tone.
Yes, sir.
On this, there is no dial tone. Why?
Sir, specifically reason I am not
Okay,
aware about this,
doesn't
and I
matter.
will need to
Now-
read about this, sir.
It's generally said that capitalism as a system has failed.
Yes, sir.
Socialism has also failed. Communism has also failed.
Yes, sir.
So what should be the third alternative? Can you suggest any model?
Sir, one of the alternatives, sir, could be the cooperative model, sir, which could be adopted in India, sir.
Like, what does that mean? Can you kindly explain cooperative model?
Sir, in cooperative model, sir, the people who are having similar kind of common interest, sir, they come together so as to achieve their goals collectively, sir. This is the basic essence of cooperative model, sir.
No, but how does the government function?
Yes, sir.
The way capitalism functions is all free trade.
Yes, sir.
Communism functions is everything is controlled.
Yes, sir.
So what does cooperative model mean?
Sir, in cooperative model, sir, various diverse areas, they would be controlled by the people who are interested in that area, sir. And sir, at the central command, sir, a state needs to be present which has to coordinate the activities between the different cooperative sector in
So
India.
if the state's job is to coordinate, then you are talking of capitalism then.
Yes, sir.
Because they say
Yes,
lesser
sir.
the government, the better.
Yes, sir.
So this is not a new model that you are suggesting.
Sir, these models are in the some of the good features of these models can be taken together, and then a new model.
So
can
that
be
is
made, sir.
that's then you're talking of a hybrid thing. Then that's
Yes,
a
sir.
different thing altogether. Now, one thing which bothers me is always about Bihar.
Yes, sir.
Biharis are undoubtedly the most intelligent people in India.
Sir.
So they are the most intelligent people. I have a lot of friends among Biharis.
Yes, sir.
And Bihar is still a very backward state.
Yes, sir.
Punjabis are hardworking. Punjab is a prosperous state.
Yes, sir.
Why is it so?
Sir, first reason is the infrastructure deficiency which is there in the state, sir.
So who will cover the deficiency? Intelligent people will cover it, is it not?
Yes, sir. The people
Then-
as well as the government has a responsibility towards infrastructure, sir. And which because of which the industrialization has not happened in Bihar
So
specifically.
this is what I am saying. You are repeating what I am saying.
Yes, sir.
You are repeating what I am saying.
Yes, sir.
The problem, as I understand, with Bihar is that every Bihari wants to come out, get a good job, settle elsewhere.
Yes, sir.
Why? I mean, tell me the honest reason.
Sir, because of the lack of avenues for higher education and employment opportunities in the state.
Again, it comes to the who will make it? Only Biharis will make it, is it not?
Yes, sir. Sir, the state government as well as the central government, they have
The
a.
state government belongs to the people of Bihar.
Yes, sir.
Then, okay. Now, what is Sensex?
Sir, Sensex is a stock exchange market, sir. It is one of the.
Stock exchange market.
Yes, sir.
How does it work? Where it is located?
Sir, Sensex is located in Mumbai, sir. In
How
India.
does it work?
Sir, the investors who are willing to invest in any certain company, sir, buy and selling of the shares are being done.
In any company?
Sir, on the listed companies which are there on the Sensex.
How many
sir.
listed companies?
Sir, in Sensex, I am not aware
Sensex
about.
and India. Okay, Nifty is
Nifty.
also. What is the composition of Nifty?
Sir, Nifty, sir, 50 companies are there in Nifty.
In
as far-
Nifty.
Yes, sir.
In Nifty, there are 50. And how many are in Sensex?
Sir, exact number I am not aware about the exact number, sir. I will have
What
to
was the
read out.
Sensex this morning or yesterday?
Sir, it has been on an increasing trend recently, but
That's a very general statement.
yes, sir.
Mr. Manish.
Sir, exact number, sir, I am not aware about them.
Can you tell me the main features of the criminal amendment bill which was passed recently?
Yes, sir.
Tell me.
Sir, the criminal amendment bill which was passed recently, sir, the aim was to increase the conviction rate of the criminal the investigation, as well as to strengthen the investigation and the criminal justice system, sir. And in that, sir, the prison as well as the police authorities, they would be given the powers so as to collect the identification of the people who are alleged to be violating any laws, or they are under the preventive detention. So in both these aspects, they have
But in what way?
Yes, sir.
Is police will be more empowered in what way?
Sir, they can collect the biological samples as well as the identification mark, like the photo as well as the fingerprints, sir, and the biological samples like retina and iris
How
scan,
does
sir.
it lead to more conviction?
Sir, because, sir, we would be able to establish that certain person has done any crime, because on the crime scene, sir, various marks and various things are that are situated.
But
And
today
with that,
also you have fingerprint system.
sir, but it goes one step further by collecting the biological samples as well as any other.
How about the right to privacy? Because
Yes, sir.
it's self-incriminating. There is a lot of debate and lot of opposition to this.
Yes, sir.
So how do you meet that objection?
Sir, we have to implement some checks and balances with regard to the implementation of the act, sir.
Final question: who was the first woman chief minister of India? In which state? When?
Sir, Suchitra Kripalani was the first chief minister of United Provinces, as far as I remember.
When was that? Any idea?
Sir, just after independence, sir. Exact
Thank you.
date I'm
Yeah.
not aware about, sir.
Mr. Manish,
Yes, sir.
what are the problems in land acquisition in Bihar? Have you done any land acquisition?
Sir, I'm not involved in the land acquisition process till now, sir.
But you are aware of the
Yes, sir.
manner and procedure of land
Yes, sir.
acquisition? What is the procedure?
Sir, firstly, sir, in land acquisition, sir, the government identifies which all are the prospective land which can be acquired, and secondly, sir, a social impact assessment is being carried out to see whether the feasibility of the project exists as well as the rehabilitation mechanism, and thirdly, sir, the notices are put on the people inviting for any objections and suggestions to the land acquisition, sir. And then after that, sir, the compensation amount that is determined
How
by
is the
the
compensation fixed?
Sir, in the urban area, sir, it is twice the price of the market price of the land, and in rural areas it is 4 times as per the Fair Land Acquisition Act 2013.
How do you
sir.
reach at the fair land acquisition price?
Sir, the prevailing market price, sir, that market price multiplied by
Prevailing market price can be the last sale deed or last 5 sale deeds or what?
Sir, the sale deed, sir, that is
How many sale deeds? Is it the last sale deed or over a period of time? You average out over a period of time. So you just pick up the last sale deed and say, well, this is the market value.
sir, I'm not aware about the specific means which sale deed is there, sir.
Can the land acquisition be challenged if it is
Yes,
for
sir.
a public purpose?
Yes, sir, it can be challenged, sir.
Can be challenged, even if it is for a public purpose.
Yes, sir. If sir, for public purposes, sir, 70% of the consent of the people are required, sir, as per the LARR.
So
Act,
if there
sir.
are 70% people who consent,
Yes, sir.
even then it can be challenged.
Yes, sir. If the proper grounds and the compensation are not provided, then the people have an option to move to the court, sir.
Okay. Now, tell me, have you involved yourself in land records, updating of land records?
No, sir. Sir, currently I am serving in disaster management department, sir.
Okay, but you are not performing any revenue functions.
No, sir. Currently I am not performing any revenue function, sir.
Disaster management.
Yes, sir.
So what is the role? What are you doing there in disaster management?
Sir, as an officer in charge of the district disaster management, sir, first my job is the pre-flood preparation, that is an annual affair of the disaster management, sir. And apart from that, sir, providing ex gratia to the people who have died in the disaster.
In the last
sir.
floods.
Yes, sir, in the last floods, as well as the local disaster which are prevalent, sir.
Local disasters like what?
Sir, like collective road accidents, sir, as well as the drowning incidents which are happening in the state,
Is there a
sir.
disaster master plan for the district?
Yes, sir. Disaster
There is
plan.
one?
Yes, sir.
When was it last updated?
Sir, recently, before the last flood, it was updated, sir.
So what are the main features of the disaster plan?
Yes, sir. Sir, first feature is identifying the vulnerable population which are there, like the pregnant mothers as well as the children which are there. And second is the various roles which each of the department has, like the medical department for the medicines availability, their role is to check the medicine availability. Like that, different department roles are being taken care of in the disaster management plan. And third
Once there is a flood warning,
yes, sir.
how do you inform the people?
Sir, there is a district emergency operations center which is operational in our district, sir. And in that, sir, through that, the circle officers of the concerned block, they are informed, and as well as the local representative, the Panchayati Raj institution people, they are also involved in the.
So they evacuate the people.
Yes, sir. They help in
If it is
evacuation.
necessary.
Yes, sir. If it is necessary,
they
then
evacuate and keep them where?
sir, for that, temporary places are identified. Generally, these places are the higher situated at a
Do
higher
you see any problem?
altitude.
Do you see any scope for improvement in
Yes, sir.
the disaster planning?
Yes, sir. Sir, the
Like
post rehabilitation mechanism needs to be strengthened as far as the Bihar is concerned, sir.
Give me examples.
Sir, because currently the people who have lost their livelihood in the flood, sir, we are not able to provide them a sustainable livelihood for the future, sir. That is one of the problem which I see. We are doing good in terms of responding to the disaster situation by providing
How are
them.
you good? Because these floods take place every year.
Yes, sir.
and you still have temporary structures
Yes, sir.
to keep evacuate people. And
Yes,
you
sir.
know that the floods are going to happen. Why can't Bihar administration have more permanent
Yes, sir.
structures?
Sir, the government is doing steps like the Panchayat Sarkar Bhavan, it has identified at the Panchayat level. Sir.
75 years, bhaiya.
Yes, sir.
Like in the coastal areas in Tamil Nadu, there are permanent cyclone shelters,
Yes, sir.
solid cyclone centers. If there is a cyclone warning, people are moved there.
Yes,
And
sir.
all the amenities are available there.
Yes, sir.
In Bihar, why does this not happen? Because floods happen every year.
Yes, sir. Sir,
Still temporary काम हो रहा.
sir, mainly because of the lack of funds, sir. This
Lack of funds. Then why introduce prohibition?
Yes, sir.
Are you aware how much is the revenue loss because of prohibition?
Yes, sir.
Excise revenues, how much?
Sir, around 4,000 crores per year.
4,000 crores.
Yes, sir.
You think it's worth it?
Sir, other social objectives are also achieved with the prohibition law in place, sir. Apart from the
What
revenue.
about poverty? Poverty is a social objective.
Yes, sir.
4,000 crores, you can do a lot.
Yes, sir. Sir, but the sir, road accidents as well as the other objectives like the crime
Road
rate.
accidents, you don't need 4,000 crores for road accidents.
Yes, sir.
Road accidents in any case happen everywhere.
Yes, sir.
And do you classify that as disaster?
Sir, collective road accidents, they are classified
What
as
collective road? Can you name? Can you give me an example of
sir,
a collective road accident?
sir, collective road accident means two entities are involved in the road accident, sir. This is called collective road accident. And in that, sir, there is a provision to provide ex gratia payment, sir.
Is that not stretching the definition of disaster?
Yes, sir, it could be said that it is
So
stretching
are
the
you
definition.
for prohibition or not?
Yes, sir.
Are you for prohibition or for lifting prohibition so that revenue can be generated for other activities?
Sir, I think that the prohibition law, sir, that needs to be amended so that the cost to the exchequer as well as the administrative and the judicial pendency which are arising, that needs to be checked, sir. Because massive resources are also being utilized for the implementation of prohibition, sir.
That's what I'm saying.
Yes, sir.
So apart from Bihar, is there any other state that implements prohibition?
Sir, Gujarat is also implementing the prohibition, sir.
Gujarat.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now tell me, as a district magistrate, or you are a deputy collector,
Yes, sir.
you have magisterial powers.
Yes, sir.
Now, if one community approaches you
Yes, sir.
for carrying out a religious procession
Yes, sir.
through the premises of another community,
Yes, sir.
what will you do in the present environment
Yes, sir.
where there are communal clashes happening
Yes, sir.
because of religious processions? Now, this community approaches you.
Yes,
What
sir.
will you do?
Sir, if the committee approaches me, sir, firstly I would call a peace meeting, sir. The peace committee meeting that is held at the
Nothing
block
has
level.
happened so far. It is they are only coming with an application to you.
Yes, sir.
Okay, on this date, this is the route that we want to adopt. That's it.
Yes,
Please
sir.
give us approval of the route. Where is the question of peace committee?
Sir, without taking adequate measures, sir, approval of that, sir, it cannot be given, sir, without adequate measures in place, sir. We cannot proceed with the procession without taking adequate measures in
So
place. sir.
when this community comes to you for approval of
Yes,
the
sir.
route,
Yes,
you
sir.
will call a peace committee.
Sir, firstly, I will talk to the committee people as well as the local administration like the block development officer and the circle officer, so as to know the ground situation, what is happening in
You know the
that place, sir.
past. In past,
Yes, sir.
religious processions through that route
Yes, sir.
have resulted in violence.
Yes, sir.
Now tell me, what will you do?
Sir, if it is a religious procession, sir, then the permission can be given, sir. If we are taking adequate measures, then it can be given, sir.
Why can't it go through another route? What is the problem?
Sir, another route could be feasible, but they would object that we have to take procession through this particular route for application of. If they are willing to go to the other route, sir, then.
Thank you.
Manish,
Yes, sir.
what can you tell me about the Human Development Index?
Yes, sir. Sir, Human Development Index, sir, it was formalized by the United Nations Development Plan with the help of Indian economist Amartya Sen. And sir, it three major components of the scheme.
Was it worked out by Amartya Sen?
Sir, he was involved in the Human Development Indices formulation, sir.
Okay.
And sir, it has three components, sir. Firstly is the life expectancy, sir, and secondly, sir, is the literacy that is there, and finally, sir, the per capita income, sir. These are the three major components of the Human Development Indices, sir.
Okay. And how does Bihar fare in regard to the Human Development Index?
Sir, as far as Bihar is concerned, sir, it is in the bottom strata for the in the bottom strata of the
Bottom strata or rock bottom?
Sir, in the rock bottom, sir. Yes, sir.
So, if you were, now that you are in the civil service
Yes, sir.
at the state level and hopefully you will be at the IAS level too, what steps will you take to raise the HDI for Bihar? What steps can you take?
Sir, on the literacy front, sir, the average education level that has to be increased, specifically at the secondary level in the school. There the gross enrollment ratio for the girls that are going down, sir. So this is one of the problems which can be identified and resolved. And teachers' presence as well as teacher training, these both aspects needs to be worked out in detail as far as Bihar is concerned, sir. And in the health, sir, in the COVID-19 also we have taken many steps so that the health infrastructure that is more capable to deal with the future challenges, sir. And in that, sir, the public health management cadre is one of the suggestions that can be given so that the doctors, they have more time to give to the patients as well as work in the rural areas, sir. And the management work would be taken care of by the public health management cadre, and specifically, sir, the digitization of the healthcare because many of the blocks in the Bihar, sir, they are not connected to the district headquarters during the flood season specifically, sir. So e-health is one of the important components in the health improvement, sir. And
now Bihar borders Nepal.
Yes,
Or
sir.
Nepal borders Bihar.
Yes.
What problems arise for Bihar from across the border?
Yes, sir. Sir, the geographical challenges, sir, like the flood problem, which is a perennial problem, mainly because of the Kosi River, which is flowing from the Nepal, sir. This is one of the annual problems. And secondly, sir, the cross-border infiltration of the migrants. This is another problem as far as the both the state as well as the Nepal is concerned, sir.
Are India-Nepal relations satisfactory according to you?
Sir, we need to work on the relations, sir, more, sir, because currently Nepal views is as a big brother status that is there with respect to India, sir, and we need to move towards an elder brother status, sir, for the region.
So what
sir.
is the difference? Big brother status, elder brother status, what is the difference?
Sir, in big brother status, it is more of a kind of more of an assertive behavior, and whereas in elder brother, it is more of a cooperation mechanism as well as hand holding and empowering the Nepal, sir.
Now, let's turn to another subject.
Yes, sir.
India conducts military exercises with many countries.
Yes, sir.
What can you tell me about the Indira exercise, when it was last held, with whom it is held, and whether it is useful?
Sir, Ind Hall exercise.
Indira.
Indra exercise.
Yes.
Sir, Indra exercise, it is conducted between India and Russia, sir.
Yes. And is it useful?
Yes, sir, it is useful.
When was
for-
it last held?
Sir, exact, sir,
You don't know.
duration.
What about the Malabar exercise?
Sir,
When was that last held, and what can you tell me about it?
sir, Malabar exercise, it is held between India, United States of America and Japan, sir. Yes, and
Any other country or just these three?
sir, one more country is there. I'm not aware.
You're not able to-
not able to recall,
Okay.
sir.
And when was it last held?
Sir, it is an annual exercise, but I'm not aware about the exact timing at
Was it held this year, 2022?
No, sir.
Last year, 2021?
Yes, sir. It was.
It was held, and you don't know when.
Yes, sir.
Now, why is an exercise like Malabar useful?
Sir,
What do you think?
Sir, military exercises, sir, they improve the coordination between the different armies and the navies and the air force, sir. Because in times of crisis, we need to work in cooperation. Like in an humanitarian crisis in any region, both the armies can work together in a third country, sir. So this is one of the reasons, sir. And secondly, the cooperation, the defense cooperation between India and the USA and the countries like Russia, sir, they also, if the interoperability increases when we do the bilateral exercise, sir. So this is.
Is there any connection between the Malabar exercise and Quad? Are they connected in any way?
Sir, Quad, sir, it is a non-military alliance, sir, whereas the Malabar exercise, it is a military exercise between
But
the three
the
countries.
participants
Yes, sir.
in Quad and Malabar now are the same.
Yes, sir.
So, is there any indirect connection in your view?
Sir, Quad, sir, it was formed basically to deal with counter China in the South China region as well as the Indian Ocean region, sir. And with Malabar exercise, it could be one of the ways through which the strategic positioning can be given to China, sir.
Do
Whereas,
you know when the next meeting of Quad is going to be held? The summit.
yes, sir.
Summit is when the heads meet. When is it going to be held?
Sir, recently, sometime before it was held, the Quad meeting, sir.
But it's going to be held soon. Do you know when?
No, sir,
No.
I'm not aware. of
Now, the big issue is Russia.
it. Yes, sir.
What do you think of India's policy towards the Russia-Ukraine conflict?
Sir, India is focusing on its national interest firstly, sir, and secondly, it is also using its strategic autonomy to balance the two superpowers, and it is trying to become a pole within the poles, sir. So these are the main objectives as far as the India is concerned, sir.
All right, last question.
Yes, sir.
What is the importance of FATF according to you?
Yes, sir. Sir, Financial Action Task Force, it was started in 1989 to deal with money laundering as well as the terror financing, sir. And currently, because of the rising instances of terrorism especially in the Middle East and the other extremism which are rising in many of the countries, sir, the access to financing is one of the major threats as far as the terrorist proliferation is concerned, sir. So Financial Action
So
Task
what
Force.
is the big importance for India?
Sir, because we have been surrounded by states like Pakistan who have a state-sponsored terrorism policy, sir.
And
Because-
which other states? You said surrounded by states like, then which are the other states?
Sir, in terrorism, sir, the Afghanistan terrorism, that is also one of the threats, the Taliban for the Kashmir problem.
Is Afghanistan under study by the FATF?
I'm not aware.
What about
this.
Pakistan?
Sir, it is in the grey list, sir.
It's on the grey list.
Yes, sir.
How many members are there in FATF?
Sir, exact number, I'm not aware about the exact number, sir.
All right, thank you.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Mr. Manish, tell me, what is demographic dividend?
Sir, demographic dividend, it is a concept wherein the dependency ratio that is lowered and the productive workforce that is increased in the total population composition, sir.
And what is GIS?
Yes, sir.
GIS,
Sir,
Geographical Information System.
Sir, GIS is a mechanism through which we are able to detect the geographical features of any region, sir.
So it is a mechanism.
Yes, sir.
And GPS, so you may be doing, what is GPS?
Sir, global positioning system, it is used for navigation purposes as well as for any.
How many satellites are required to find out the location?
Sir, in 4 satellites are required in the GPS, sir.
Okay. Now tell me, what is food chain in ecology?
Sir, food chain, it is a cycle, sir, which tells us that which organism is placed at which level in the food chain, sir.
Say, for example,
Sir,
can you name the levels? What are they called?
Yes, sir. Sir, at the bottom, sir, it is the tropic level 1, sir. And in that, the herbivorous species like plants, they are there. And apart from that, sir,
Herbivorous species like plants.
yes, sir.
Then herbivorous means the one who eats the grass, and you are telling like grass?
Sir. Sir, in the bottom, in the tropic level ones, the plants are located, sir, who are the producers of the food, and in the first, there the herbivores are located, and then in the third level, the carnivores are there, sir.
Okay. And fourth level?
And fourth level, sir, top carnivores and omnivores like humans are there, sir.
Okay. Where do the bacteria, fungi, virus, where do they fall?
Sir, the residue or as well as the dead organic matter from these different tropic levels, sir, they are decomposed in the ground, sir, and they are
That is the highest level. That is the highest level. They eat
Yes.
everything.
Sir, then the cycle, sir, it rejoins in the.
Okay. Good.
Yes, sir.
Tell me, what can be done at the individual level
Yes, sir.
to reduce global warming?
Yes, sir. Sir, firstly, sir, we can use public transport in our day-to-day life, sir. And secondly, sir, by switching off the power that can be used. And thirdly, buying the gadgets and the electronic devices which are more efficient in terms of energy, sir. These are the things which can be done, sir.
Okay, I'll give a small situation to you.
Yes, sir.
Assume you are a businessman.
Yes, sir.
You are producing some goods.
Yes, sir.
For that, you are engaging some other firm, outsourcing for getting customers, for selling those goods. And for that, you are paying a fee.
Yes, sir.
This is the agreement.
Yes, sir.
And then in this agreement, there is a condition that the outsourcing firm will not provide customers to your competitors.
Yes, sir.
Okay? Have you understood the situation?
Yes, sir.
And then after some time you come to know that they are started providing to your competitors,
Yes, sir.
these customers. What steps would you like to take?
Sir, if the people is in contract there, then I will approach the competent authority for the violation of the contract, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Manish, our interaction with you is over.
Yes, sir.
So kindly wait outside for a few minutes. We'll call you for a feedback.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.